Hello Capricorn and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. Remember, this reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you as always. So let's see what we have for you. Capricorn, I've taken your relevant cards from your yearly 2023 tarot reading. So in April we have the Fool, in May we have the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles is in June. So I'm going to pull some extra cards and we'll go through some of the individual card meanings and also the overarching messages that I'm getting, because a lot can happen in different areas of our life within a month, let alone 3 months. So let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Capricorn? We have the Lovers, Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords. Let's have a look at May. What do we have for Capricorn? Five of Cups, Seven of Wands, and we have the Tower. Let's see what we have for June. What do we have for Capricorn? Page of Wands, Eight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Capricorn. So I'm really looking at April to May, and there was definitely a strong energy coming here for you. Certainly if this is to do with relationships in particular, Capricorn. The energies with the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Lovers and the Fool, this is about a choice or a decision. Do I just liberate from the whole thing and carve out a brand new path for myself? Queen of Swords energy, male or female, can be the energy of whether we see the truth of a situation for what it is and we decide whether we want to cut cords or how we're going to move forward. It's about making choices and decisions in truth for our highest good. And sometimes that sword can come down and sever ties with things that don't serve our highest good. It shows that there is some kind of crossroads here in terms of love, romance, relationships. This can also be about business partnerships as well, whether you walk away, whether you turn your back and go in search of something better. And moving into May time, the Tower can be about, that sense of, it can be linked with significant change, even endings, truth, revelation, an event that happens, someone's actions. Sometimes we just say, I'm going to let it all fall down. So this can be the Tower, but it's generally so that we can kind of move in a direction of truth, We don't just stay stuck in a tower, we kind of like align in terms of new pathways, new beginnings, new directions, or rebuild. And the Knight of Cups, I see, male or female with this energy, somebody offering love. So something's happened here with the potential of an ending, with the potential of you walking away. With the Five of Cups, a regret. I regret or miss you if you're not together. And I want to give things another go. Defending and protecting against this Tower energy. I'm not ready to let it go yet. I'm ready to stand and fight for this. So that's the energy here that I'm seeing in terms of love, romance, relationships. And you might even be in June presented with a predicament here with the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, coming with some kind of decision in terms of whether you can turn things around. Again, the Eight of Pentacles can be a person saying, I really want to prove myself. I'll do what it takes. I'll put in the effort to make things right, to build back up. Can you just give it a go? Can we give this a go? New beginning with the Page of Wands. The Eight of Swords, not being clear in your mind right now. So it might well be that in June, you need to think about things a little bit more before you kind of like make any decision. Because again, the Wheel of Fortune can be, I don't know whether I want to go around another cycle with this person. But realizing that you're not clear right now, So it can be, can we turn things around? Do I give them a chance, or do I do something differently? It feels that sense of ending, that transmutable energy of endings and beginnings is open to you. And you're going to be given some kind of choice or decision in whether you give somebody another go or not, or give this relationship another go or not. Like I said, the lovers can be about relationships, partnerships, or somebody who is very important to us. But we can choose whether we stay in that energy or whether we liberate from it. So that can be the energy here, Capricorn. It was a clear message that was coming through the reading, so I always say what comes to me first. You might have that you might be encountering that in some way. Certainly in terms of in June, the message would be maybe give yourself some time and space to think about it and let those thoughts become clear before you make some kind of decision. So that's what I have for you in terms of one message that I was getting. So let's go through the cards. So we have the Fool. The Fool can be about leaps of faith, taking a chance. It can be brand new directions, brand new pathways, carving out a brand new path for yourself. And we liberate from everything that's gone before with the Fool. So it's a great card of new beginnings, new chapters, new directions. Lovely energy with that here, Capricorn. Embracing new possibilities. And I've kind of spoken about the love thing, so I'm not going to go into detail with that. Like I said, the Lovers card, it can be about partnerships of other kinds. And like I said, this whole situation could also be things like business partnerships as well. The Lovers can also be choices and decisions that might affect you. The Lovers, for me as a reader, can be about a couple, but it can also be about us connecting to our higher self to make clear decisions and choices for our highest good. In this energy with the Fool, it feels like it's linked with a brand new beginning, brand new direction for yourself, some kind of choice at a gateway here. Do I take a chance? Do I take that leap of faith? And it might well be the new is opening up for you in some way. It might well involve leaving something behind, because the Eight of Cups can be, okay, I'm walking away from. Sometimes we walk away because it's time with the Eight of Cups. It's empowered action. We're very intuitive in this energy as well. So the Eight of Cups can be, when, for example, if it was a job, it served its purpose, and now I want to take a leap of faith. I want to move in a new direction, carve out a brand new path for myself. So this can be an energy here where you might be choosing to walk away from, it could be where you live, it can be a job, it could be other areas of life. This can just be an energy here, Capricorn, of because it's time. Now, yes, it can be linked with disappointment, letdowns as well, but not always with the Eight of Cups. We generally, with the Eight of Cups, are always walking towards the Nine of Cups, greater happiness, fulfillment, and going in search of that. And there's the potential of walking towards that here. With the Queen of Swords energy can be when we see the truth of the situation, when we make clear choices for our highest good. What do you need to do to bring balance back in your life? There could be some significant choices or decisions that you're making in April. This can also be somebody advising you as well, or communicating to you in some way. But certainly an energy here of the Queen of Swords makes choices and decisions that will bring balance back to her life ultimately. She's all about balance. So healthy balance, healthy reality, authenticity, being in truth, all of that kind of energy. So it might well be that there's some significant choices or decisions that you're making here, Capricorn, but it's ultimately to potentially walk away from one situation and take a leap of faith in another direction. And that's what I'm seeing for you in April time. So again, that can kind of like translate, like I said, sometimes we walk away from an environment that we've been connected to for a while. Could be where you've lived, can be, like I said, relationships, can be in terms of deciding to, leave the family home or leave the family business, move from one job to another, So all of this kind of energy, it feels like you're ready to turn your back on a certain situation, but with a view of gaining greater happiness and fulfillment. So that's what I see in April time for you. We have the Knight of Cups in May. Now, the Knight of Cups can be very strong in terms of offers of love, So certainly in this energy, this will be somebody who is wearing their heart on their sleeve, apologising, wanting another chance. This can be an energy with a view to bring positive change. So I've kind of already gone through that scenario here, Capricorn. The Knight of Cups, the other meanings with the Knight of Cups, it can be offers of support. So, you might be offering somebody support and it's driven by the heart. So that could even be, financial support. It can be advice. It can be emotional support. There may well be offers being extended to you. You might be offering somebody emotional support as well, or that kind of support driven by love. Now, this can also be very, very good in terms of offers coming in that's linked to something close to your heart. The Knight of Cups can be very good in terms of creative expression, creative opportunity. So very good with things like the creative industry. And it can translate on a larger scale in terms of, publishing, on offers or, invitations, publishing, writing, media, arts, entertainment, culture, all of those kind of industries. So the creative, expressive industries. Even, invitations or offers to join some kind of like amateur dramatics club, on a lesser scale, It can be where you're doing, or there's an offer coming in that's really close to your heart that just allows you to, it's that kind of channel of creative expression, So that might be opening up for you in May time. And it can be, this can be very good, if someone's feeling down, it can be that kind of pep talk energy to say all is not lost in this situation, even though you're feeling down about whatever's gone on here. The Five of Cups can be linked with loss, regret, looking back, something getting you down. It's sometimes when we focus on what's going wrong in our life, rather than the things that are going right in our life. So sometimes this kind of energy here, Capricorn, can be about that sense of somebody helping or you helping someone to refocus, That can be the energy here. With the Seven of Wands can be a great energy in terms of standing your ground for what you know is true and right. So in business, for example, the Seven of Wands can be, if you're dealing with a work scenario where you're advancing, where you're really progressing in terms of money, career, business, you might even reach the top of a mountain in this energy. But the Seven of Wands can indicate that might come with a new set of challenges. Seven of Wands in business, for example, can be you claim a certain success here, where you achieve a sense of pole position and advancement, but other people might want to undermine you. Other people might want to be subversive. They might question you. You might be in a scenario where you feel like you have to defend every inch of everything, for example, in a work scenario. So this can be an energy here of, but you stand your ground. Again, this can be that sense of pep talk here, of not focusing on what's going wrong, but focusing on what you do have. And representing that, realizing that the Seven of Wands, you've come a certain distance and there is achievement in the Seven of Wands, which you don't always talk about. This person is on the top of a mountain. And even though there may well be even further to go, there is a certain level of achievement with the Seven of Wands. So it can be about standing your ground and remembering your own sense of truth and your own power, and not giving power to the things that challenge you, but reconnecting to your own power. And when you do that, you stand firm. You're unwavering. Whatever challenges you is not bigger than what you face. And that's the energy here with the Seven of Wands. And again, it can be other scenarios. For example, standing your ground in friendship, standing your ground in terms of, relationship energies. Again, if there's some kind of regret or fallout in some way, it can be about connecting to your truth, in standing firm on what you believe is right and true, and not letting anything undercut that in any way. That's the energy here. Towers can represent change. Sometimes we say, let it all fall down, because sometimes we get truth, we get knowledge, we get somebody acts in a certain way towards us, and this can be an energy here where we're just like, I'm just going to let it all fall down. This towers can also be, about change on any level. So towers can be to do with property, health, business, career, relationship, family. So there may well be some significant tower that you're dealing with. And the message here, Capricorn, whatever that is, it's not bigger than your own power to face it, deal with it, and overcome it by being in your truth, by connecting to your own power in your own situation, and understanding that you have all the power that you need to face a situation head on, deal with it, and overcome it. That's the energy here. So again, whatever this scenario is for you, there is some kind of change happening. And like I said, this can sometimes link with regret as well, but not always. Sometimes it can be, someone, being down about a situation or overly focusing on what's not going right in their life. It could well be down to some kind of tower issue. But then you coming in, or again, could be reverse energy, loving support offers, encouragement being offered to face something, dealing with it, and with a view to overcoming it. And that's the energy here. So we move into June, the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a hard work energy. You're going to be very productive, especially in money, in June time. This is somebody who works towards an end result. And whatever you're doing, whatever effort and energy you're putting in your money, career, financial aspect, you're absolutely on track for success. This is the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, especially with the Eight of Pentacles, because it can be, a sense of that divine reward coming your way, good luck, good fortune, because you've really worked hard to achieve. So you're absolutely on track in this energy to bring greater material success your way. The Eight of Pentacles can be hard work. Now, Eight of Pentacles can be very good for me as a reader in terms of education, furthering yourself. So study, educational qualifications, even internships, apprenticeships, learning a new trade even, adding extra skills to your portfolio or repertoire with a view to bringing long-term gain and success your way. That's the energy here. It can be linked with, like I said, internships, even temporary jobs for me as a reader. Certainly if you're working towards getting some permanent employment, there's a great energy here if you're absolutely on track with this energy. The hard work will be rewarded. And again, this sense of luck coming your way. The Wheel of Fortune is lucky. It's good luck, good fortune, because there is a sense of obstacles being removed, a sense of good fortune, things unfolding in divine timing, even a fortuitous set of circumstances that unfold almost synchronistically to bring you favourable outcomes, positive change. This is the energy here. Because there may well be a situation here where you might feel a little bit stuck. The Eight of Swords can be sometimes feeling stuck in our own head because we're stuck in our own reality. Sometimes things are beyond our control and we just have to work through them. That's the energy here. So that can be the energy here, Capricorn, with the Eight of Swords. And also a feeling you might have a lot of plates spinning, this month as well. Sometimes, that's the other message that I want to give you. Sometimes we can kind of have a lot going on to the point where we never get anything done productively. So the message that I'm definitely getting for you, focus is going to be key in June. because that's where you're going to see advancement and progress, doing one thing after another. If you try and do everything at once, and that doesn't matter whether it's just work or whether it's in all life areas, if you try and be all things to all people, you're going to get nowhere. So that definitely an energy here of I see change and positive energy coming your way, but the productive energy is key, doing one thing at a time, one step at a time, being focused and methodical, and using your practical skills and resources to the best of their ability is the way you're going to bring greater success, recognition and fulfillment in your life. That's what I'm seeing here. And again, the Eight of Pentacles can be very good in terms of your own projects, initiatives, even if you're building something as well. If you try and do everything at once, you're not going to get anywhere, you know. So I'm definitely seeing that for you in June time. That message was definitely coming through. The Page of Wands can be good news. It can be very good in terms of business, career and enterprise, but it's not limited to that. Page of Wands can be linked to our passion, our desire, our chemistry. It can be linked with the beginnings of something new as well, the beginnings of change, but it's really exciting. You know, there's a strong scenario here, Capricorn. If you have gone through some kind of change for example, in May, and you're working hard to bring greater stability, security, recognition, value into your life in some way, the Page of Wands can be very good news on that basis. Slowly working through a scenario to bring greater value, success, material gain into your life. And that's what I'm seeing here. Definitely some kind of positive message coming in that holds potential. This can be very close to your heart and soul. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Come June time in particular. June time, you might not see it straight away, but June time is a very lucky month for you. It's a very positive and fortuitous month for you. Again, the main message would be just do one step at a time is where you're going to see the greatest results happening. So even though you might have to want to do everything at once, the message is, you know, if you focus on that kind of stepped approach, you're going to be far more productive. Because there may well be a temptation to want to do everything, and the advice would be don't. That's what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn, in your next 3-month reading. So I'm going to pull some cards for you. Let's see what we have. I'm going to pull an oracle card. What do we have for Capricorn, please? Even though there is change here, things seem to turn around very nicely for you come June. Okay, what do we have for Capricorn, please? Angel, spirits, guides, message for Capricorn. We have family. I did look at the bottom of the deck, you know, so I always say it when I look. Financial health. You can see this tree as well. And I like the way that family is walking towards the light as well. You know, there's a lot of twists and turns. You can see it's not a straight trunk, is it? You know, it kind of represents the path to abundance may be a little bit kind of up and down. But even though this tree is in really an inhospitable climate, so it's on the edge of a mountain and we're surrounded by mountains, but it's flourishing, it's exposed to all the elements. Maybe you felt energetically that you've been through that kind of scenario here, but it's thriving. It's finding a way to thrive by being rooted and planting its roots firmly in what will give it growth. There's a strong energy here, Capricorn, of there's a sense of self-sufficiency coming through with Capricorn energy. Just whatever's going on in this scenario, you're just keeping your head and putting your energy and time in the right direction to bring stability, security, and success your way. Whether that's relationships, whether that's kind of taking things in your stride in terms of health, whether that's taking things in stride in your money and business career, you know, it just feels like, okay, this is what my response is to the tower. I need to just work through things one step at a time. I'm going to pull you an energy card. What do we have for Capricorn? Message for Capricorn, please, angel spirits, guides. Message for Capricorn, 2 cards. We have change, number 12. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Yeah, there is definitely change here. There's change and then change again. We have number 35, perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond the comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Let's pull you a fortune cookie. What do we have for Capricorn? Thank you. Angel, spirits, guides. Thank you. Tough and trying times. Tough times ahead. Think long term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. I'm going to pull you a colour card or a mood card. What do we have for Capricorn, please? Angel, spirits, guides. Thank you. We have brown, establish boundaries, number 12. Now, it's earth energy, which you are an earth sign, so you can see something sprouting with potential here. A reminder here that whatever's going on here, you have the opportunity to bring that sense of growth by planting your roots firmly in what brings you stability and security. Gives you that sense of positive energy to grow. Okay, Capricorn, finally I'm going to pull a message from the Archangel Michael deck. So what do we have for Capricorn, please, as a final message? Yeah, we have number 12, embrace your life purpose. I am guiding you toward your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. Absolutely, and that's perfect for this reading. Because you're being reminded that though there may well be some kind of change coming your way or some kind of change that you're dealing with, the Seven of Wands is there to say, when we remember our own power, whatever we're dealing with is not bigger than our own power to deal with it. And that's what you're being reminded for the next 3 months. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn, for the next 3 months. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful April, May and June, and I will see you next time.